Hello guys, so part 3 of this series, and I'm really excited for this one because this was a really relevant one for me that I only really started to think about over the last few days as I was putting this series together. So when I was a PT, I would get people results and that would either have a positive or a negative effect on that client and their circle of influence. So it would either then be like, right, you should do this too. I would rarely get referrals, but that's probably my fault because I wasn't really asking for them. But sometimes clients would like to keep me to themselves. So that was one point. But in other cases, I would give that client such an experience that they would love that time with me, and they thought, do you know what? I'd like to do what that guy does. So I actually helped lots of my clients become personal trainers, and for me, that was amazing because that then gave them a greater life compared to what they were doing before. And at the time, I was almost an advert for why personal training was good, because I was earning a good income, I was enjoying the time with my clients, and people wanted to do that themselves, and they got a great value from it, so then they wanted to share it with other people. But by doing that, that was negative on my business. First of all, because obviously if that client then become a PT, sometimes they would stop training with me. Sometimes I was training some PTs and that was cool, but sometimes they felt they needed to then go off on their own, do their own thing, so then I would lose business, which is business at the end of the day. You are going to let people move on, and that was great for their development, and I don't think that's a negative thing in a PT sense. But in Herbalife, things are different, because when you get somebody a result, and now that I think about this, it makes me really fascinated, and almost like I wish I was doing this before, because a lot of the people who I help become PTs, since they become a PT, the relationships with me and them is almost gone, because there isn't that, there's no conversation anymore. It just seems to have fizzled out, and I honestly don't think, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't think they have done the same. I don't think they've taught other people to become PTs. So that chain has stopped because there's no system there that's teaching other people. It's not a successful system that helps others to win. It's not like a personal development company. Whereas this is where Herbalife excels for me, is because it's a successful system that you help other people use. And that's where it's amazing, and I like the personal development within the company. It's an ongoing process. So you help somebody get a result, that then opens up their whole circle of influence. And of course, there's still going to be people that are going to be negative about it. They're like, oh, I wouldn't do that. No problem. But this then gives that person an opportunity to then help their circle of influence. And that person then is going to help somebody else. And that person is going to know more people. And through sharing the opportunity, it's an ongoing, almost like a domino effect of result to result to result. And this has happened in my Herbalife business. So I've helped somebody who's gone to help somebody, and we've gone like 6-7 levels deep of people who I wouldn't have known otherwise. And that for me is the power of network marketing as a business model, to give people an opportunity to get a result and help the people that they know. And that just can go on forever and ever and ever. Whereas when you are just working through a system as a personal trainer, you are just looking to help people from a one-to-one basis or from a group basis, and that they're coming to you. And then not everyone will know, like, and trust you, but they will know, like, and trust someone else who you've helped, who they've helped. Do you know what I mean? So it expands your audience and your growth, because you are leveraging your time and your skill set and your personality traits to enable other people to want to use the service and the system that you've created that is successful, or that you've plugged into that is successful. So the Herbalife nutrition process is a successful system. It's nutritional products that help you get a result. We wrap around you an amazing support system that helps you with meal plans, workouts, mindset, personal development, and all these areas that help you to get a result. That's a successful system that anyone can plug into at any level, which is super exciting. Whereas when I was a personal trainer, this was, for me, would be where this is better, because I obviously taught people to become PTs. I didn't put them through the qualification or anything, but I would help them in their business. I would give them setups, like how they would run their online personal training business, which I'm going to speak about in the next series. And all these little skills I developed as a PT that I paid lots of money to develop, I've got in Herbalife for free. Like, I've had to pay to go to a few events, but nothing compared to the cost I was paying thousands to learn from these personal trainers who were teaching me what to do. But I was always willing to invest in my own business and in myself to bring more value to my clients. And then as a result, I was teaching the PTs who I was training to do exactly the same. And there are some really successful PTs now who used to be my clients, and they might be watching this now, and I just want to say I'm super proud of you guys and what you're doing. But I just know now I'm in a better model. And I know now that the PTs who I helped with previously, I'm not in as much contact with anymore because life gets in the way. Whereas through Herbalife, there is always that contact. I'm always able to help that person. They can always come to me for support. And you can always surround yourself with people who are on the same journey as you. Whereas I found in the personal training industry, it was lonely because the people around me were competing with me. They didn't want to, not everyone wants to raise together. Like we want to raise tides together in Herbalife. We want to help people together to become more. Whereas in your own personal training business, it's dog eat dog. Like I'm a good friend with a lot of PTs that I used to work with in the gym, but I'm also not, because not everyone likes everyone, and people are there sometimes to, it's not the nicest of industries at times, which no doubt you would have seen on social media with the way people are, and they hate on other people a lot, and that's just the way the industry is, and the way of the world really. But that's why Herbalife for me is so unique, because everybody wants everyone to succeed, and it's a really unique company to be a part of. Which is why I love to share it with people, and why I'm creating this series now, to make people more aware that it isn't like what we assume. Before I become a member, I assumed it was just like an average product or a not very good protein shake, but that isn't, by the way, what it is, or we can talk about that another time. But I didn't see it as a great product. I didn't see it as a cool marketing plan. I didn't understand it. I didn't see it as a good way of distributing products and a service into the marketplace to help more people. It was because I was naive and closed-minded, and my ego was in the way. So these videos are just trying to help people who are maybe a little bit open-minded, who are set up differently in a way where they want to win. They want to help others win, and they want to be part of an organisation, a company, a mission that's greater than themselves, that can enable them to grow. And that for me is what I want this series to be about. Is if you are someone who wants to grow, who wants to influence more people, who wants to help more people, who wants to grow yourself and your business and your lifestyle, then this is what this is about. It's not like hating on personal training. It's not saying this is better. For me, it's not perfect, right? Herbalife is not perfect. It's just better. And that's just my honest opinion from doing both. And this isn't a I hate personal trainers series either. Like, I love personal trainers. They're in the health and wellness industry. They're trying to help people. I love them. They're doing the right thing. Like the majority, right, are in the industry to help people, which is great. This isn't a I hate PT series, which people might take it as, but it's not. It's a I want to help more people see and understand what it is that I do and what we do, to then give them a better understanding of it so they can make their own better informed decision on what to do. But this is just a way to help more people, and it takes leaders to make that happen. Okay, so yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the series, guys. The next part of this series is going to be on online personal training versus Herbalife. So again, lots of similarities. A lot of people are looking to get into that as an industry or as a profession, because they think it seems a bit like in the next level from personal training maybe, or gives them a bit more lifestyle. So, and that's something that I've done as well. So I'm going to do a series on that, guys, and I'll look forward to sharing that with you. Cheers, guys, for your time. And if you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.